of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Forgot to turn the AI off.
We've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Taken at the goal line.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the New York Giants, as we bring you the Season 2 PFSL Kickoff between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Diggs is in the booth with me. How are you doing today, my man?
Good, brother. I'm glad to be back, kicking off this season.
Yes, sir. Me too. We got an expansion team versus a Season 1 team. Give me 1 second. I gotta put something in chat. All right, I'll get back to my statement in just a second. As Terrence Weary is going to start in the air, trying to escape the pocket. He's going to go down and lose 3 yards. Second and 13 on the sack by Roger Von Yedis, the Auto-Gen second-year defensive end. But what I was saying was, you got an expansion team versus a Season 1 team led by Coach Slater, a team that started 0-4, ended up making the playoffs, finishing number 2 in the AFC. What do you expect out of this game, as it looks like the 49ers may have a high-powered offense waiting to be unleashed, and the Steelers are just a lot better than everybody thinks?
Well, I had picked the Steelers to be one of the teams to be a lot better, this season. I think looks like they're starting off where they finished off last season, and that's a good sign for them. Like I said, I like the 49ers as an expansion team, but I think the Steelers will pull this one out.
I think you might be right. Weary's going to take a shot deep left, and he's going to overthrow his man on 3rd and 13. So Terrence Weary, the rookie showcase game standout, starts his career 0 for 2, and the 49ers going to punt it away. The Steelers defense with a impressive stop and a 3-and-out forced on the first drive of the season. Grayson King going to get a decent return back to the 46. So the Steelers offense starting with good field position. What do you expect from this Steelers offensive unit? First and 10, Rogowski's going to come out in the shotgun empty backfield. Going to throw on the run, finds his tight end Laufeyson for the first down. Diggs, the Steelers team has a lot of talent on offense. They have a lot of second-year players. Who stands out to you the most?
I think I'm going to hold judgment on anything because everything changes every season. We can have a player play big like last season and not really show up this year. So I'm going to give it this first week before I really make any judgment calls on anybody. But the Steelers, did make a lot of moves. They just signed a free agent, a day or two ago, a signing yesterday or day before. So I'm just curious to see how all these moves have come together, if these guys are going to have a good chemistry starting this season out, or if this is going to be a small work in progress for them, getting everybody on the same page.
Right, Rogowski takes a deep shot left. He has a man open. That's Laufeyson, the rookie tight end, and he's in to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. They take a 6-0 lead. Man.
I guess that answered some of the chemistry question there.
Yeah, I mean, Rogowski was completely moving right, threw it all the way back left, and was able to find Carter Laufeyson wide open down the sideline. And what a way to start the ball game in the season for the Steelers.
That was great. Over the shoulder, one-handed. I'm impressed.
That was definitely a fantastic play. I know Coach Slater is probably happy about that one on the sideline. The Steelers had an up and down preseason. They played in the Rivalry Invitational Tournament. Won big against the Falcons in round 1, but kind of fell apart a little bit against the Panthers in the championship game. And so now to see that type of play on your very first drive of the season, I know that has to be a sigh of relief, and it has to feel good on that Steelers sideline.
Hey, I don't take too much, away from a preseason. Teams are messing around with stuff, moving players here and there, seeing who's going to be the best fit where. So I don't take too much out of preseason. Congrats to the Panthers, though, on that win. But like I said, you may have a coach out here, Steelers are saying, hey, I'm going to put on a little bit of show for you here and there, but then I'm going to sandbag the rest and destroy you when the season kicks off. You never know.
Understandable. I completely agree with you, and I completely see what you're saying. I just had to throw that out there though, because it to me, it don't matter if it's a preseason or not. You don't want to see your team make mistakes, and it seemed like there was a lot of them made by the Steelers in that RIT championship game. As Weary's off kilter again, starting 0 for 3, but to have that kind of drive to start your season after the last game, I know Coach Slater had preached consistency during that championship game, and so now they're back to doing these great things. So we'll see if they can continue. Terrence Weary on second down is going to fire one over the middle, and the pass is dropped. Grayson Keene on the hit knocks it out. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, one thing the 49ers can't do right now is, let themselves get a little upset right now. Expansion team, it's your first time really getting this thing going with the season. It may take a couple weeks to finally, kind of put a playbook together and get this to where you guys can actually move. So, lots of game left, and they could even turn it around here in the second half. But they do have to get something moving here.
Yeah, and that run play up the middle, Jacob Johnson Jr., the undrafted rookie free agent, was signed here recently before the season got started by the 49ers. Gets his first carry. He's brought down shy of the first down marker, so the 49ers are going to punt it away. And just to touch on what you were saying, a lot of teams didn't get a preseason game. They got nothing in the preseason. So, and the 49ers are one of those teams. And this is the first time we are seeing the 49ers on the field in the PFSL. So, you hit it like right on the head. You don't want to see yourself get discouraged. It's just week 1, and a lot can happen in week 1. It can go very bad. It can go very good. You can get a little bit of both. You can take the positives and the negatives away. A team that starts 0-1 may win out and go 9-1. You never know. Week 1 does not tell the whole story at all. And there's the first official carry for Devin Fulmore, who I really like. But you are exactly right. In this situation, you can't let yourself get discouraged. You just got to keep playing. Want to shout out to Slater, Wilson, Tyler Rogoff, Keelan, and chat for joining us. PFSL Kickoff as Rogowski finds Fulmore.
Well, like you said earlier in the game, nobody knows what you just said better than the team they're facing today. You know, the Steelers having the start they did last season and accomplishing the things they did. So they made a lot of moves. I think, like I said in my prediction for how the top teams will be in the league, and I included the Steelers in that list for mine because I think they made the moves on top of the turnaround they had last season. So they're here to make a statement. We'll see how it goes.
And a big first down or a big carry for Tyler Rogowski there. He picks up 20 yards on the carry, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Steelers. They're on the move. And for those of you just joining us, 49ers have been on offense twice, punted both times. Steelers scored on their first drive. Rogowski is going to find his receiver Kentrell Moore, but it's dropped. Coverage blanketed him, but no contact was made. He just dropped it.
I like seeing plays like that. I mean, the defense is helping keep this offense in the game and keeping it close and not letting the Steelers run away with this right now. And, you know, giving these guys a little bit of time today to get this offense figured out and get some things done.
Good catch made that time by Kentrell Moore. Cedric Reyes on the tackle saves a first down, and it's 3rd and 1. I formation. Rogowski under center, Fulmore in the backfield. Rogowski back to pass. Gonna look left, and he finds, is that Laufeyson? There's Laufeyson on the sideline again. It looks like the same play they scored on the last drive. First down, Steelers at the 18.
He got both feet down? I couldn't tell.
It looked like it to me. We're gonna see on this replay right here. Oh, I don't know. That's close. Wonder if we'll get a review.
Yeah, I think he got it.
No review, so I guess he did. 1st and 10 from the 18. Rogowski, quick pass going left. And he is going to find rookie Autogen tight end Ken Booker for a gain of 7.
You know, I think if he could have stayed upright, he probably could have broke that and made it in.
I think he may be on something there. Derek Freeman in motion. Rogowski to throw. Gonna look right for Laufeyson. Gets his feet in. Makes the catch, but he's a yard shy of the first down. 3rd and 1 from the 9. Cloudy day here. You can see the sun poking through there, but it's a cloudy day for the most part here at MetLife Stadium for the Season 2 kickoff. Rogowski handoff to Fulmore, and he's going to be stuffed. Cannot pick up the first down. 2 carries, 1 yard, 4th and 1. Steelers at the 9. Diggs, do you go for it?
It's early enough, and they have the lead. I'd probably just take the 3, and as we see the invisible man, you know, I'd probably just take the 3 and keep going. Your offense is rolling good enough. I wouldn't really chance it right now.
I respect it. They are going to go for it, though. They said, forget what you said. Trips bunch left. Single back. Rogowski under center. Back to pass. Big opportunity for the 49ers. And they make the play. Pass in and out of the hands of York Davenport. And the 49ers going to take over at their own 9-yard line.
Should have took that 3. You need to listen to me. No, what's frustrating as a coach, and I'm sure the Steelers coach is kind of kicking right now and a little irked on the sidelines, was that play to the tight end. You have to get that. Your momentum, I don't think, took you out of bounds. There was nobody really around. You had the time to at least stretch your arm out and get that ball for the first down.
You know, I think
it's those plays that's what stalled this.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I didn't really think about that until you said it. But, you know, that's pretty obvious. Handoff to Johnson going left. He's going nowhere. That's Ryan Grass, the second-year auto-gen safety on the tackle for loss, and a loss of 3.
Dude, that stop that they just had is something that the 49ers need to capitalize on right now. You know, make something happen on this drive and get that momentum on your side. So, you can't, no. You need to get this ball in the air. You need to get this away from the end zone before one mistake happens and we see a big O safety.
You know, I kind of want to see Terrence Weary take off with it a couple times. I want to see them legs get to work. 2nd and 13 from the 6. He's going to throw it over the middle to his tight end, Damian Boatwright. He picks up 2 of the 3 lost on the last play. His 3rd and 11 from their own 8.
When I said, you know, get the ball in the air, I meant a little bit further.
I do have to ask you, though, being backed up against your own, inside your own 10. Well, I'll just hold off. 3rd and 11. Weary under pressure. He's going to go down. He was wrapped up at the 1, slung into the end zone. Roger Von Yedis, his second sack of the ball game. 4th and 18 from the 1. 49ers going to have to punt it away.
Got lucky there. Very lucky. What did I just say? If they wouldn't have got that couple yard pass, oh man. Come on.
Yep.
Come on. We almost saw that safety.
Yep. And I do believe that would have been the first one in PFSL history, the first safety. I could be wrong. We could have already seen
I think we had one last season.
Yeah. 1, but that was it. There hasn't been another one. So, it went crazy. What a spin move. What a spin move by Grayson King. Steelers going to take over on offense at 48. So real quick, while we're waiting the Steelers offense to take the field, you look at the week 1 schedule for today. You have this game, then you have the Seahawks taking on the Dolphins, the Lions taking on the Browns, and the Panthers taking on the Patriots. What game are you most excited for?
For today,
yes.
I know people are probably excited about the Patriots-Panthers game, but I'm actually kind of curious to see how the Dolphins play.
I agree with you. That defense looks really good, and they have a lot of young talent on that team. So I'm definitely curious to see what they do this season. Should really be a team to watch for a lot of people, as Rogowski punts one over the middle into danger. Luckily, it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10 after 48. Screen play to Devin Fulmore. He bounces off a one-man, has the lane down the sideline. Picks up a few, gain of 5, 3rd and 5 from the 44 as we near the 30-second mark in the first quarter.
You know, if they could have got that wall lined up and tossed out to him, every time I see that play, I just straight up think Eddie George in Tennessee. every time, man. Every time.
3rd down, 5 to go. Rogowski taking a shot deep. He's got a man down the seam. York Davenport 44-yard touchdown strike. Pittsburgh goes up 13-0.
Love the dance. That is what the 49ers did not want to see. You know, being unable to capitalize on that stop they had the previous drive, and then to almost get the safety. You can feel the momentum on the Steelers side, and they have to do something to cap this off before the half and set this thing straight.
You know, I think experience may be starting to take its toll on this game. I mean, the 49ers literally have they have one player on their team that's not a rookie. Every single player on their team outside of safety Jeffrey Ledger, every single one of them is a rookie. And you look at the Steelers roster, you have a second-year quarterback, you have a second-year running back. He's not in the starting lineup, but he's on the roster, and he's playing fullback. So then you have Roger Von Yedis, the autogen left end, who already has 2 sacks. You have Jay Thorson at middle linebacker, who is your season 1 tackle leader. He almost hit 100 tackles. He had 99 tackles in season 1. And it's things like that.
That's because Kuklinski didn't play a full season.
That sounds accurate. But you look at the experience difference, and you have to think that's starting to take its toll on this ballgame.
Oh yeah, experience always is you know, going to be an advantage. And, you know, can we chalk this up to first game jitters on the 49ers part?
Weary
we'll see.
Takes a shot of his own. His receiver had a wide open lane to the right side. He cuts it back left, and he's going to go down, but it's still a huge first down across the 50. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. The Pittsburgh Steelers on top of the San Francisco 49ers, 14-0. You're watching PFSL and ET Productions on YouTube. Season 2 kickoff. We'll be right back for quarter number 2.
I think what championship wrestling was getting out there was I think Kuklinski got a ring.
That's great.
I think that's what they were getting at with that.
The start of the second quarter, San Fran trailing Pittsburgh by 2 touchdowns, 14-0 your score. Jay Thorson on the stat sheet now, 2 tackles in this game. After the gain of 3 by Jacob Johnson Jr. Start calling him Triple J. It's just easier to say. Poet didn't know it. Rhyme anytime. I'm a rapper. 2nd and 7 from the 48. Hand off to Johnson again. Going nowhere. There's big old Robert Cron there to make the tackle. Nothing gained. Back to the 49ers experience thing. They even have a rookie head coach. They don't even have experience there. A good carry there, though, by Jacob Johnson Jr., and he's going to pick up a first down. The 49ers now driving a bit, trying to, I don't know, possibly get on the scoreboard?
Get on the scoreboard or get back in the coach's good graces. One of the two.
Yeah, this offense has been pretty stagnant so far, but this drive they have 2 first downs. Up until this drive, they had 1 first down in the game, and they have 2 on this drive. So, you know, they're making progress. Maybe it was just first quarter jitters early on, you know. But first and 10. First and 10 from the 38. Weary going to throw it over the middle again, and he's going to find his receiver. That's going to be Frankie Dean. And that's actually receiver number 4 on the depth chart for the 49ers on the first down. That's his first reception for 11 yards.
Well, they're, 7 yards away from being in the red zone for the first time.
Yep. Weary under center, going to hand off to Johnson going right, trying to find the edge. Does pick up a yard, but nothing more.
Yeah, the Steelers are good at stopping the run, and you're not gonna swing it out on this defense. You have a better chance of hoping you can break something in the middle, but you're not running outside on this Steelers team.
2nd and 9, play action. Weary back to throw. He's going to look right down the sideline. What a catch! Good placement, Terrence Weary, and he finds his undrafted free agent rookie wide receiver Lonnie Mooney Banks for the 49ers first down.
Well, this drive's doing what they need. I mean, it's giving these guys a little bit of confidence, and like I said, that gives them something good to carry into the second half, and let's see if they can keep building on it. But they really needed a drive like this to give these guys, you know, get rid of these jitters and to give them, like I said, that confidence.
And then just as you were talking, I was about to have to cut you off. Terrence Weary took a shot to the end zone on 1st and goal. But it's in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete pass. 2nd down, goal to go from the 5. I think maybe Terrence Weary's starting to settle in a little bit. We haven't gotten to see him run the ball yet, which is what he's been known for, but he's starting to throw the ball pretty well. We get a flag. Pretty sure we're going to get a holding penalty, which is going to hurt this 49ers team more than it helps, obviously. Yeah, Frankie Dean on the holding call. That makes it 2nd and goal from the 13 instead of 3rd and goal from inside the 5.
Gives them a little bit of room to run a slant here.
Let's see here. I formation. 13 yards to go on 2nd down. Full defensive shift. Hand off to Johnson going up the middle. He picks up 2. 3rd and goal.
See, like I said, I would have hit the slant on that play there instead of a run. Because now it's 3rd and goal. They know that you pretty much have to pass it on this one.
Now, Terrence Weary under center, gonna throw left, and in and out of the hands of Damian Boatwright. No one was open. Steelers defense great in coverage there. And pass fall is incomplete. It's 4th and goal. 49ers gonna have to settle for a field goal, but at the same time, you should get on the board here.
Yeah.
So there's a positive as this kick from 32 away is good. Sorry, that would be 27. I was looking at the wrong.
Well, I know Pittsburgh's hungry for a win, but no burger for you today.
Yeah, no burger. But you kind of had to expect the 49ers to get it together at some point. They do have somewhat of a talented team. It's just they don't know nothing about themselves yet at all. So you have to give them time to really get after it and, like you said earlier, figure it out, kind of. And Grayson King nails it down, brings it out to 25, and that's where Steelers offense will take over.
Yeah, like I said before, it'll probably take, a couple weeks or so. I think by week 4 or 5, we'll really be able to see what the 49ers can do if this coach stays on top of everything and really makes the adjustments that need to be made on this team.
Well, we will see what happens as the game progresses. See if the Steelers offense continues to drive all over the 49ers defense. They got a stop last time. Fulmore takes the carry. Maybe gains a yard. He doesn't. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 25. 450 and counting to play in the second quarter. Rogowski. A throw back across his body, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted by the D lineman. 3rd and 10.
The 49ers defense has had a few good plays like that where they stay up on these receivers, but they just need to stay consistent with it.
What a throw and what a catch. First down, Steelers. That was just a beautiful play. Rogowski in the shotgun on first down, motions a man. Gonna drop back to throw again, gonna go to Derek Freeman. That's his first official career catch. And it goes for a gain of 6.
What game are you looking forward to coming up today?
Well, personally, I'm looking forward to the Panthers game. Looking forward to seeing my team get going.
Yeah, no bias there.
Yeah, no bias. That's just what it is. But I'm not going to say that. Yeah, that was a big time sack. I will get the name for you. That's Wim Gonzalez. There you go. It's a Wim. W-I-M. Wim Gonzalez, the Autogen D lineman. But I'm looking forward to. I mean, honestly, coming in, this was the game that I was looking for on the schedule. I wanted to see exactly what the 49ers would do, because I don't know if you saw my top 3, who I thought was going to be the top 3 teams in the league. I had the 49ers in there. Oh, whoa! That's a strip sack. Rogowski goes down. It's recovered. And the 49ers, after the return, going to take over at the Steelers 11. And just like that, they have an opportunity to get right back in this ball game. But as I was saying, I felt like the 49ers could be one of the bigger, if not the biggest, sleeper team this season. So I was looking forward to this game. But now that we're here, I will go with the Dolphins game. I touched on it earlier.
Well, now that we're here, I really wish that defender could have had a little bit more speed to make it in the end zone, because I don't know if I would trust my offense enough to put it back in their hands right now. I just wish he could have made it to the end zone there. But it was an amazing job on the strip sack and the recovery.
Yeah, and the return was still great. Weary finally going to take off and run, and he slides at the 6. Little anticlimactic there. Hurt my feelings a little bit.
He could have moved if he'd have, figured out which direction he wanted to run there. Left, right, left, right, left.
Man. Terrence Weary is probably my favorite player in the draft class. As my controller is suicide bombed. And Jacob Johnson going to get the carry, and it's 3rd and inches. Wow, they didn't give him the first down. 3rd and inches from the 1. Welcome, T Sports. We're up to 14 viewers in chat. Our record is 27. So let's try to get that up.
See QB run it in here. Or are they going to hand it off to the halfback?
Chant for a QB sneak. QB sneak. We could go fullback dive here, but the Steelers stack in the box. They're like, we ain't having it. And it's a 2-minute warning. You gotta love it when football does that to you.
You know what I would like to see?
What's that?
I would like to see the quarterback take it over the top. Just jump it in.
Little QB draw action. All right, here we go. Steelers stacking the box, 3rd down, less than a yard to go. They're going to go outside to Johnson, and he has a walk-in first career touchdown Jacob Johnson Jr. Or I almost said ties the ball game, but he pulls them within a score 14-9, 14-10 after the extra point.
I bet Pittsburgh's wishing they would have listened to me and kicked that field goal earlier right now.
Yeah, I bet you. But, you know, I respected the decision to go for it. You know, you said it was early, there's no need to. I felt it was early, you're inside their 10, you go for it. You could really swing some momentum here. But ultimately they didn't get it, so it doesn't really hurt them because it's early. So both of our reasonings kind of meshed together because it was early. That was the thing. But you're right, though. Now I bet you they're kicking themselves for not taking the field goal, and because if they did, it'd be a touchdown game right now.
See how Pittsburgh responds here. 2-minute drill.
Slater says cheering into the camera when you're still losing is kind of funny. Hey, okay, look. When the Chargers were losing the other day, by a lot, Jason Morris stood up on the bench and flexed. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah. To me, when that's done, it's just, dude, you're losing. Just turn around and hurry up and get back in the line and try to win. No.
Sorry, I'm reading chat. He said that's called idiocy.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching some guy get a big beat down, stand up, and flex and say, "Oh yeah, well I'm still standing." Dude, you just got stomped.
2nd and 3. Rogowski finds York Davenport for the first down. We're down to 1:20 and counting to play. 1:22 and counting to play. They're up to the 45. The 49ers have made this thing interesting. They're like, you know, we may be down, but we're not out.
Did you ever see the movie Life?
Not sure.
No, it's where Eddie Murphy and them go to jail for a crime they didn't commit.
Possibly.
Alright, well there's a scene in there where this big, huge guy wants his cornbread. And he's like, no, you ain't getting my cornbread. And they got this big fight over it. He gets stomped. Eddie Murphy gets stomped, right? And then at the end, he still has that mouth. He still didn't get my cornbread, so the guy elbows him. That's what that stand up and flex is. Yeah. Well, I still got this. Well, you still got stomped, buddy.
I thought you were about to give some inspirational advice to the 49ers.
No.
Oh, man, that's great. I love it. Wilson88 in chat says he loves that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you'll watch it over and over.
2nd and 10 from the 45. Rogowski to throw. Gonna try to roll left. He spikes it into his teammate. Don't know what he did to him in practice, but good lord. He just nailed him right in the back of the dome piece. 3rd and 10.
That was him saying, pay attention.
He did get hit, so maybe it was he missed the block. So he decided that when he got hit, he was gonna deck his teammate with the ball.
Well, Wilson, you know, from the chat comment there, I laughed through a lot of that movie, and then when the credits are rolling, there's still cutscenes and stuff. And when he says that ain't my daddy's watch, I laughed so hard.
So Rogowski finds his receiver Derek Freeman for the first down. at the 42, 49 seconds left on the clock in the first half, and the Steelers take the first time out. How aggressive are you here,
They still got
Diggs?
plenty of time. Now is the time where I'm going to say, do everything you can to score again. Get momentum back on your side. Make them, crush their hopes a little bit right before the half here.
If the time runs down, are you going deep? Are you trying to score a touchdown, or are you settling for a field goal?
Oh, the deep games worked for them this whole time. Yeah, I'm going to throw it deep.
All right.
They two of these touchdowns, they came on those deep throws to the root. Throw it.
Second
Your
and
boys
6.
can catch it.
From the 38, they're going over the middle. York Davenport again. For an auto-gen receiver, he was kind of lower on the depth chart last season, and he made a fierce climb late in the season. And here in week 1, he's really putting his stamp on this game. And I think that's what I like about the league, this league in general. The auto-gens, the non-user players, they have an opportunity to be good. I love that.
Settling this time because we get the ball back at half.
Rogowski throws it into the end zone, and it's intercepted. What a snag by Lawrence Cohen, the auto-gen corner. And the 49ers take over on offense at the 16. How about that one? They can't do much in 10 seconds, but they saved a touchdown.
Well, this defense is sneaky. Just when you think they ain't gonna do anything, or you think they can't hold nobody, they pull something up like the strip sack or this pick right here. So I think there's just some little tweaks this team needs to do on defense. They just need to focus on getting this offense rolling. That's what they need to do for 49ers.
Yeah, I think they're just going to hand it off to Johnson and head to the lockers. Steelers do get the ball to start the second half. Johnson's going to get the carry. He's got some room to run. He's got the first down. They're not going to call a timeout, though. They're going to let it run. So, at halftime.
Hold up. Here comes the field goal unit.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
And that would be something. So, they're showing these long replays. They can't take us to halftime yet. There we go. All right. So, at halftime, the Steelers lead the 49ers 14-10. Right now, the 49ers have 10 unanswered. We'll be back for the second half here soon. Diggs, what you got for me? What'd you take from this first half?
First half, I think the Steelers, this is their game to lose. They need to make a little bit more smarter decisions. Their guys can catch the ball. We know they can throw it deep. They showed us a lot of that in the first half. But I think the quarterback running out and trying to extend that play is what led to that mistake. He could have seen that coming. There really wasn't any need for him to panic on that. He could have even ran out of bounds right there. So he just kind of forced something that he didn't need to. They still had time and a timeout. So the 49ers, their defense is keeping them in this game. And like I said that in the first part, this offense just needs to figure something out here.
Well, on the touchdown drive, that started off a strip sack where the drive started deep inside of Steelers territory. So they did what they were supposed to do. They didn't do anything extra. They didn't do anything they weren't supposed to do. They just did what they were supposed to, and they scored a touchdown. Because when you're deep inside a team's side of the field to start your drive, you almost expect to have a touchdown. If you don't have a touchdown, it's a disappointment drive. So the one time that they did drive the length of the field on offense, they had to kick a field goal. But their defense, like you said, is giving them every single opportunity to get back in this ballgame. And right now, due to the defense, they have 10 unanswered when they were down 14-0 to start the second quarter. And here we get a start to the third quarter with a handoff to Devin Fulmore, who gains 7. But I think what worries me about the 49ers is, or what makes me worry for the 49ers, is the defense is getting the stops, but they're also allowing the Steelers to drive down the field a bit and work that clock before they get a stop. And their offense, the 49ers offense, hasn't proven their ability to move the ball quickly. So if they continue to allow the Steelers to run that clock down, even with their stops, it's not going to do much because their offense is against the wall when they can't move the ball fast.
Yeah, just like you said in that play right there from Payne. We know the defense can hang for the 49ers, right? We've seen them stay on these wide receivers. We've seen them, get the stops behind the line like that. We know they can do it. It's just they don't do it consistently. And that's when we see them get burned by these wide receivers. If you're going to stay on the guy.
Yep. That'll do it. 3rd and 5 from the 33. Rogowski to throw, going over the middle, passes behind him. And I can't tell if that was to Laufeyson and he just missed him, or if he was looking for Devin Fulmore over the middle on the check down route. But either way, it's incomplete. 4th and 5. The 49ers defense does it again, and Terrace Weary in the offense about to get the ball back. And a good punt. Pins them at the 17. So that's where the 49ers offense will take over for the first time in the second half. Terrence Weary. He's a runner.
So speaking.
What were you going to say?
Speaking on schedule, you did today's games, but what do you think is going to be the biggest game tomorrow?
Absolutely the game of the week. Bengals, Vikings, that one's huge. The 2 Super Bowl coaches from season 1 facing off with brand new teams. Absolutely. I mean, what is happening? Terrence Weary got stuck on his own guy, but he's going to find his receiver open along the sideline, first down, 49ers. But there's so much talent on those 2 rosters alone, and there's so many players that played in the Super Bowl last season on those 2 rosters alone. So
how many of the Super Bowl players are with Cincinnati? Because I know there's only 3 from the Cardinals that went to Minnesota.
I believe it's about 4 or so.
Yeah,
there's 4 or so.
I know the one I'm not looking forward to playing against on the other side of the ball is Crow. I got a lot of respect for him. I like him, and just hate to see him on the other side of the ball and not next to me.
Yeah, good carry by Tyler Johnson. Sorry, wrong league there. Jacob Johnson. Tyler Johnson is a real NFL player. Just ignore it. Please don't copyright me. That would be very rude of you to do. Tyler Johnson is not on the field. Thank you very much. Good carry by Jacob Johnson. It seems like he's starting to heat up a little bit.
I like that they're getting things moving right now. Evidently they had a good talking to in the locker room there.
Weary back to throw, takes a shot over the middle, and he has a receiver. That is going to be wide receiver Cam Royston on the reception and first down.
And that was another thing too at the beginning of the game. Those drives could have been moving, but the receivers were dropping the ball in and out of their hands, and now everybody's actually got a grip on it. So we're seeing some movement.
Weary goes over the middle again to Ridge Hendricks, and he picks up 8. Weary now over 100 yards passing. They're starting to catch a groove. The question is, can they finish? Because this is what we were talking about a minute ago, where I said that the one time they actually drove the field, they ended up kicking a field goal. So can they finish? That's it. Jacob Johnson takes the carry right, going nowhere. Back from the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Brought down by Frankie Summers.
They say, teams nickel and dime it down the field. Well, this team's, penny nickels. The 1 yard here, the 5 yards there. I'm just waiting for them to drop that big one.
Well, 5 receiver, empty backfield set for Terrence Weary. He's going to the left side. He finds his running back as a receiver, Jacob Johnson. First down. 49ers. They're on the move at the 17. Starting to threaten.
Give it here. Shh.
So 1st and 10 from the 17. Another empty backfield set. Weary pass. Oh, what a hit by Jay Thorson. That's a frustration hit, but props to Damian Boatwright. He holds on to it. Gain of 8. Weary over the middle, finds Damian Boatwright again and fights his way inside the 5 to the 2. 1st and goal, 49ers. Last time they were here, they went backwards.
Here. Throw this in the trash.
Weary throwing, end zone, touchdown as Damian Boatwright has his first career touchdown and Terrence Weary has his first career touchdown and the San Francisco 49ers have their first career or franchise, lead.
What does that scoreboard say right there?
16-14.
Oh. It looked to me like it said I should have kicked that field goal earlier. that's,
man.
Man, I hate to see this stuff. I hate to see, what could have been, and I'm not trying to pick sides on the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad the 49ers are playing well now, and having a successful drive going down the field to start the second half. So, but it's just the I guess my mindset of thinking if I was a coach, that's how I would have done it. But like you said, you had your view on it too, and you would have made the same decision they did.
Yeah. That's just one of them that comes to you as a coach. Like, everybody coaches their own ways. So, it's all based off of pretty much personal views and personal thoughts at that exact moment. As a coach, you're required to make those on-the-fly decisions, and sometimes it works, sometimes it comes back to bite you later in the game, and it's just something you got to deal with. And it's how you respond. I say that constantly. It's not about what happens ever. Nothing that ever happens matters. It's how you respond to what happens.
Oh,
so now
no.
Yeah, that's a harsh penalty.
They don't need this.
No. But now that you have given up the lead, you've given up 17 unanswered. For the Steelers offense, it's how you respond. Forget the no field goal call. Forget all the third down stops that you've had put on you by this 49ers defense. Right now, you bow up. You forget everything that happened prior to. You drive down the field. You work this clock. You put it in the end zone, and you let your defense figure it out. Like, it's all how you respond.
That was a good job powering forward for that first down right there.
Absolutely. Tyler Rogowski in the shotgun. Throwing it to his running back, Devin Fulmore, and he powers his way for the first down. 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick on Rogowski's stat line so far today.
You've got the lead. Your offense finally did, one huge successful drive all the way down the field, getting the end result that they all want, which is a touchdown. The defense needs to stay on them right now to keep this going for the 49ers and give them the chance to really shove a little bit more on there.
And right now, Devin Fulmore finding his way into the holes of this defense. He has 4 receptions for 44 yards, back-to-back receptions just now, and another Pittsburgh Steelers first down.
Who is championship?
That's Slater.
Oh, it's Slater, yeah. Wish it said Slater. But yeah, I mean, he's right. Where are the deep throws? They've went away from what was working.
There's you one. That's a little bit of a duck ball, but it works. Kentrell Moore hauls it in, first down Steelers.
Yeah, he did the comeback route on that. I'm talking straight burner, throwing deep, letting them wide receivers eat.
That's terrible spiral. Good catch by Kentrell Moore. It's tough to catch the ball when it's bobbling like that.
Hey, that was his first Big Ben impression.
That's great. Trips to the left. Rogowski in the shotgun version 10 from the 22. 153 and counting the play in the third. Rogowski quick throw. Laufeyson. He picks up quite a bit. He picks up 7. 2nd and 3 at the 15. Steelers looking like they're trying to do what I was saying. Forget everything prior. Drive down the field, work the clock, and score.
That's one thing I don't like about the Madden, animation stuff is when they catch the ball like that, they make that hard cut. If those wide receivers in the game or whoever caught the ball in the game was able to catch it and roll, you know what I'm saying, round out the run, I think they'd be a lot better. But that's stuff that's out of our control. Just a pet peeve.
Now see, Tyler Rogoff, I did not say that. That's not what I said. I was talking about the spiral. I wasn't talking about the throw itself. I'm talking about the spiral. The spiral alone.
The wobble master 5000.
Check down to Fulmore on the screen. Gets inside the 5. Rogowski's looking for a late hit. Hey, Tyler Rogowski's at 301 yards. Man. He's at 301 yards. The record is like 370 something.
He's saying that's what you thought. He could have pulled that block right there.
Yeah, that was key.
We'd be looking at the Steelers back in the lead.
Somebody keep track of that record. Hand off to Fulmore. He has no room to run, and he's going backwards. He has 6 carries. I believe no yards now. Because it just popped up just 6 carries.
301.40. We're too wobbly to count.
Man, listen. I wasn't saying it was a bad throw. You just look like a duck. I'm out here duck hunting with that spiral, man. Come on.
This is what the 49ers have been doing all game. Bend and bend and bend and bend and bend and then try to make this stand here. They need to, like I said, be more consistent.
And with that being said, we're heading to the 4th. 49ers Steelers. Niners up 3, 17-14. Put your 4s up in the chat. It's the PFSL kickoff from MetLife Stadium. We'll be back for the 4th.
Drop my 4 in the chat.
3rd and goal from the 9. Final 9 minutes. Rogowski in the shotgun. To throw, end zone, touchdown. He finds Devin Fulmore. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, kids, boys and girls, we got ourselves a ball game. The Steelers retake the lead 2017.
I'm not taking anything away from the 49ers on that one. I mean, they did get some pressure on him. He just threw a great pass with the guy in his face.
Yeah, and on top of that, Devin Fulmore was a surgeon on that play. Was absolutely tearing up the defense. I think he had 4 catches on that drive alone. And after the extra point, it was 21-7 ball game. So 21-17 ball game. Sorry. After the kick.
Nah, Big Ben would still mess that up.
After the kick, we will. Sorry about that. We get a kneel down and touchback. Ball comes out to the 25. We have 8:57 to play in this one. Terrence Weary and the 49ers offense takes the field. These are the moments you live for as a kid. These big time opportunities in tight ball games. Weary gonna take off and run. Brought down by Jay Thorson after just a short gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
I'm just gonna say it right now. After the first quarter, I didn't expect it to play out like it's played so far.
High throw from Weary, and they're going to lose that yard that they know. They're going to give him the forward progress to say he did get back to the line of scrimmage. Just 3rd and 9 from the 26. I mean, I could understand
And it's still
what you're saying.
It's still anybody's game right now, but the 49ers, it's getting to crunch time. This is where you can't make your mistakes that you've been, letting slide this whole game here.
Yeah. 3rd and 9 from the 26. Weary low snap handoff to Johnson. I don't know if I like the call of a draw play on 3rd and 9. They get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more, 4th down.
And he ran straight into somebody that was on a block. I mean, it's not even like the guy reached out to tackle him there. He was already tied up, and he did a little bit. It's kind of having what was that, butt fumble flashbacks there.
So the punt is away. Good punt. No fair catch called by Grayson King, and he will take over at the 29, where the Steelers offense will come out. Now you have a different kind of opportunity. If you're the Steelers offense, now instead of trying to get back out in front, you're with an opportunity to gap the scoreboard again. So this is huge for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they also need to, just be careful with the decisions that are being made right now, because this 49ers defense has said, hey, we might not be able to do it all the time, but we can pull something out here every once in a while, which was like the strip sack and the interception, and so they can do a play at any time.
Yep. Definitely been a good ball game to start the season with. Rogowski in the center I formation. Delayed handoff, play action. Rogowski throws right, and he finds Derek Freeman open. 1st down across the 50 to the 47. First and 10 from the 47. Play action again. Rogowski throwing right. Finds York Davenport for gain of 9. 343 passing yards for Rogowski.
I'm liking this one right here. The decision by the coach to eat as much time as you can, keep making the passes, one play away from a new set of fresh downs every time, and just slow roll it. down the field.
Rogowski's going to throw on the run. He finds Derek Freeman. And ladies and gentlemen, 369 yards. Sorry, 362 passing yards is officially your new PFSL single game passing yard record. Congratulations to Tyler Rogowski, the new pass yard record holder.
Congrats, and you're welcome.
Rogowski in the shotgun. Motions a man left. Hand off to Fulmore. He's going to get slung down at the 8.
What was the old record?
249. And now he's going to run it himself into the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Tyler Rogowski, after just breaking the record, has his first rushing touchdown of the season. And the Steelers go up 27-17 with 4:45 to play.
I hope he was imitating a motorcycle on the sideline there.
So after the extra point, it will be an 11-point game. So the 49ers now in need of points. They can no longer play it safe. They can't take their time. They need points, and they need points in a hurry. If you're the Steelers defense, what you doing here? Do you let them
Keeping it. If I'm the Steelers defense, I'll be happy if, or what I would say as a coach is just keep it to field goals. Keep it to field goals. If they want to stay in bounds and keep the clock running and eat their own time, cool. Give them the little 3 and 4 or 5 yarders, but do not let them get a touchdown.
We'll see. Terrence Weary, 12 for 18, 130 yards. 1 touchdown of his own. No turnovers for the 49ers today. We have 2 turnovers on the Pittsburgh side.
Now we're going to see, what this 49ers quarterback can do. I mean, is he going to panic now and throw this game away for good?
Well, he finds Moody Banks for the first down. He's out of bounds. And Moody Banks has 3 receptions for 58 yards. First and 10 from the 46. Weary, under pressure, gets it off to his running back on the screen, but he's going nowhere. Cron's at the QB. Thorson's in the backfield at the running back.
Still got it off.
And it's 2nd and 16. Don't know how.
Still got that.
Don't know how Cron got credited with the tackle there, to be honest. He hit the quarterback, but I mean, cool.
You can't be yawning, it's early.
2nd and 16 from the 40 after the loss of yards on the screenplay.
I guess you're just tired from all the excitement in this game.
Say what?
Said I guess you're just exhausted from all the excitement in this game.
Oh, well, hey man.
A record set game 1 of the season. A team that, people didn't probably think would play too well coming out, and they actually hung in there for a while until this. So it's been a good start.
Yeah, I did a lot of preparation work for today last night. So I was up until 7 a.m. Just prepping for today, finalizing game plans, doing like making sure rosters were correct, depth charts were correct. I was just going back through everything I've done this off season and double checking, making sure everything was right. So I was up all night.
Yeah. I'm excited to see my right end tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Go off for him. But if you're in here, we got 10 people watching. Hit that like button.
Yeah, thank you. As Terrence Weary takes a shot down the seam, and like you mentioned earlier, just another drop by the receivers. They turn the ball over. Steelers take over at the 46. Want to shout out Slater Sports Review, Tyler Rogoff. It's been the main ones the last little while. Michael Clover in the chat, all 11 viewers, thank you for tuning in to the kickoff game from MetLife Stadium. As the Steelers on their way to a Week 1 victory over the 49ers as they lead right now 28-17 with 2:27 and counting to play.
I know you like to say anything can happen, but I think this one's in the books here.
I will agree when the 49ers take a timeout.
This came down to the fourth quarter, and really this was the Steelers' game to lose, and I'm glad they kind of got stuff back together and went back to the things that were working for them at the beginning of the game, and kind of put this thing out of reach.
Yeah, and you got to credit both teams. I mean, 49ers were down early. They managed to battle their way back into the game, take a lead, and then it was on the Steelers to do the same. They had allowed 17 unanswered. They were only down a field goal, but they managed to get back out in front. And once they were out in front, they managed to capitalize and really shut the door on this ball game. So you have to give credit to both teams. I don't think you can really walk away with your head down on either side today.
Nope.
It was just a really good game, and I'm really glad that this is the matchup that kicked us off for season 2.
Oh yeah, this is one of those games where it was closer and better than what the scoreboard shows when it ended. 28-17. You look and you're like, that wasn't very good. But no, this was a good game. Like I said, the offense for the 49ers has some stuff to improve on. They did show us that they're capable of some great things with that other drive they had that went the length of the field and ended up in the touchdown. They showed us, hey, we can do it. The defense, I've said it all game, big plays and big moments when they needed it, but they need to play more consistent. They bend and they bend and they bend. They just need some more hard line stoppage, and they need to be able to stick with these guys on defense, these wide receivers consistently.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And what a throw by Tyler Rogowski, just adding to his game total. And a good catch by Kentrell Moore along the sideline. 1st and goal from the 1. So I expect we will see the Steelers score again before this one's over with. But that's just going to add on to... This game was a lot closer than the scoreboard is going to show when we're done here. And, oh no, they're doing... I don't know, honestly. They're going to kneel it down at the 1, but I want to say that's the respectable thing to do, but when you're on the one, just punch it in.
No. They're going to kneel it, and then kick that 3 points. 3 points at the end. That's what they're going to do. I'm calling it right now.
We'll see.
They got to put that little in there.
I don't think they will because the 49ers can't stop the clock. If they could stop the clock, I think they might have done it.
Oh, there's still time.
We'll see. They have to snap it at least one more time, so they're gonna kneel it here on 3rd down. We'll have to see if they kick a field goal. The field goal team would come out on the field. It's gonna happen, but I don't know if they will kick it. Time's gonna be short. We'll see. So it's officially 4th and goal.
Nope, they're not.
Field goal unit came on the field.
Huh?
No. So that'll do it for the season 2.
I'd have done it.
That'll do it for the season. I would have just punched it in from the 1. Whatever. That'll do it for the season 2 kickoff game. Steelers battle through to beat the 49ers 28-17. For myself and Diggs, Diggs, do you have any final words before we close this thing out?
I just appreciate you letting me hop back on here. I look forward to calling some more games. Unfortunately, I'm probably done calling for the day. I'll try to talk to you about maybe calling one tomorrow with you.
Alrighty, well, it feels good to be back, and for myself and Diggs and everyone at ET Productions, thank you for tuning in to the PFSL on YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. This was a very good game. We'll be back at you at the top of the hour with more PFSL action. See you then.